Check. Check. Okay. Let's see. Probably could have done a little more setting up. Here we are. Let's see. Just going to test this out just to see. Okay. Cool. All right. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Miniocalypse. And today we're going to go live. Oh, we are live. We're live. We're live right now, if you're wondering. And we're going to finish up this lion, who is my chosen symbol for hope. For Hope Day here, we'll answer some questions. We'll just paint. We'll hang out. You guys can answer the same questions. That'd be wonderful. We got our tea. Get this camera cord out of the way. Behind the scenes, it's just cables and cameras and lights and just stuff everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. So much stuff. Anyways, let's get the blue tack off of the model here. Get our paints going. Get the music back going. What kind of music do we want? Let's see. Hope Day. We want some. Let's go to moods. Moods. Is there? Oh, there's a hopeful mood. That's what we got. Boom. Oh, let me get this moved over so I can see if there's any chat going on. Charlie Edwards, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Let me just copy here. How do I do this? Share. Copy video link. Close. Can minimize that. Just post the that I'm actually going live. So there are other people participating in Hope Day. We have Nate's Miniatures. Looks like we have. Oh, I gotta scroll way down. I'm in the wrong spot. Art Jeremiah. This was started by Patchwork M, whom I think is one of the most amazing people out there. Where's the darn thing? Here it is. Okay. There we go. Alright. What does hope mean to me? I think hope for me is something we gotta have, that everybody's gotta have. Keeps us focused on moving forward. It's useful for a lot of scenarios, getting through things, achieving things. paintbrushes ready here. See what chat thinks. Today we can either use the Artist Opus or we can try Squig brushes. But before we get to painting, I would just like to thank Atlas 3D Sport Solutions for basically sponsoring Hope Day for me. They provided me with the model and the ability to have it supported to be printed. And yeah, so we're able to paint this. This is, ooh, I should have copy and pasted the links. I could get to the link pretty quick though. This is a version of a Johnny from Magic the Gathering, and I'm just painting it how I wanted to. I'm not painting it like a Johnny. I'm painting it as my noble lion, symbol of hope, bringer of the new year. Here we are. Here's the link. I'll drop the link in chat, and I'll make sure I get that in the description as well. I'm not sure if I can do that while it's streaming, but we're clicking the button anyways. We'll do a little bit of live updating as we go. Try to keep things professional as we go. All right. So, probably going to start right off the bat on the metallic work and get that out of the way. So let's get us a trusty metallic paintbrushes. Honestly, I don't know. Might try something. I think we're just going to try to dry brush. But all of this, I have all the footage for this. I just decided why not to go live with it. You know, I like live streaming, and I can live stream to YouTube as well as Twitch, so I'll hang out here today and give you guys all a little bit of hope for the new year. Because I've been working so hard and been so hopeful about so many things and this whole dream, and everybody here is with me. We're going to some new places. We definitely have for real things happening now. So just hang on. Come along this awesome adventure in this hobby. This hobby gives me hope. That's the next question. What makes me hopeful? This hobby makes me hopeful. Inspiration and cool ideas I have. Every one of them is like, oh, wait to do that one. That one's going to make somebody smile, I hope. We make people smile every day, I think, over here at the Miniocalypse household. Let's, I think I'm going to start with, we have Dawnstone, which is a pretty bright silver. Where'd my box of army painter paints go? Babe, did you check on my paints again? No, I guess not. Where did I? Oh, okay. I know I got some lead belcher somewhere around here. Here it is. Okay. That's kind of a darker silver. That way we can highlight with the brighter silver. So I really love the plate mail metal by Army Painter. I don't have many silvers, but out of the three, that's my favorite. Certainly would be my favorite. Charlie Edwards, if you're still out there, can you hear me? Is everything going good? Is my cameras working and stuff? I don't have any clue. I feel like I'm flying solo at the moment. I'm just gonna continue to wing it and hope somebody finds this enjoyable. Oh, I might put the face cam on, but it's training the new guy at work, and I think I got me a bit of flash burn, so I'm just don't. I'm like squinting, and I look half blind, so we're just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put you guys through that. I would like to show my inspiration for choosing a lion. It's this model here, which we kind of used for a practice paint scheme on. Just real quick, like, and I was like, that's real good. We can take that and make that look good. That, I mean, even better, I should say. Howdy. I'm hoping that wave means a big 10-4 mini eclipse. Everything is running smooth. I check 1, 2. Can you hear me? It's the audio and visual there. Houston, this is mini eclipse. I'm reading all green up here, but what do you got down there, Houston? Can you read me loud and clear? We're not going to use our nice Artist Opus brushes for metallic work. We're going to use these paint brushes, because I always use these for metal. I have a little... Yeah, you bet. I can hear you and see you great. Right on, thanks, NASA, Houston. I mean, is that what they say? Houston, this is mini eclipse. We're drifting to the left right now. What do you call left? We're gonna need to shake that up. We're gonna need to shake up that paint. Yeah, I figured I would go live on YouTube and get this Hope Day project finished up. We're gonna put the final touches on it here and answer the 3 questions of Hope Day. Here they are. Feel free to answer them yourself in chat or however. What does hope mean to me? We have went over, and what makes me hopeful? We're still on that. This hobby makes me hopeful. We've determined. Waypa! Oh, okay. I know who this feller is. I think I know who this feller is. Oh man. The chat and all my fans and subscribers. I don't know if calling you guys fans is the right term, but it's I don't know what I'm supposed to call it. My fellow survivors of the mini eclipse. We started this in the old crap year. We all survived an actual thing. So, yes, congratulations. That makes me hopeful as well that so far we've made it this far with everything going on. We're doing great. I mean, not doing great, but we're still doing. If that makes any sense. Oh, you are a fanboy. Somehow I knew. Did you sign up to get this year's calendar? No, that's, I wasn't kidding when I brought that idea up. In a big, we had some people in the Discord discussion, and we should do it. We should do a calendar, Twitch and like a streamer's calendar of all the Twitch streamers. Would be hilarious. I want there to be a calendar, but there is a model being sculpted of me made by the same man who made this, Mr. Mini Grinder Studios. Do I have anything else that he has sculpted? Yes, I do. Right here. Here's a set of crystals that he sculpted. So basically, I, along with the help of Atlas 3D Sports Solutions, we have this wonderful man named Mini Grinder Studios who just has this great art. We take that great art and we make that a real life thing. We make it printable for them, and cool stuff happens like this. This is their newest model, available for free. All you have to do is sign up to their mailing list or join their Discord. This one I'm still building. This is the model from last week. And here's another one. All of these were Atlas only models. So let's try out our dry brush. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work too well, but we're gonna try it. I don't think I've dry brushed metallics before. Untitled Hobbies, what's up, brother? How are you doing, my man? Hey, since we're on Hope Day, Untitled Hobbies, I don't mean to get too personal, but I wouldn't mind explaining how me and you came to meet, if that's okay. If you don't mind me touching on that, I won't go into any details, but I would like your permission first. I'll do my best to not get too emotional, guys, but y'all don't know me by now. I'm known to have a tear or more because I love my peoples, and y'all make me so darn happy that I'm not ashamed to say I have me some tears every now and then. Okay, so sweet, thank you for that. So I did an interview with Heath Aldrich back in the start of his interviewing days, and I didn't really know how to go about it, so I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna be as open as I can about it. The internet don't like it, I guess whatever, at least I'll figure that out too, you know? So that's what I did, and I tried to be super honest. There's some things I may not have touched on, but everything I said in there was super honest. That's what I mean by that. But I touched a lot on life scenarios and my personal mental health issues and a lot of things like that. And I woke up one morning to an email from Untitled Hobbies telling me how much that interview meant to him and how the words I said helped him, and just, I guess, kind of happened to bend the words he needed on that particular moment, right on time. And it just, I can't say it blows me away, but on a different level now, because then it was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this, you know, I did, is this a thing? It was almost scary feeling that I actually was able to reach out to somebody. And not scary in a bad way, but in like that moment I knew that was something I needed to say make a point. Like every one of my streams, all my videos, they will always be about positive mental health. And I'll always be there for anyone. You can email me, you can join the Discord, Facebook me. I wouldn't say Twitter because I don't check that, but if it's an emergency, don't use Twitter. If you need to, just somebody to hang out with, you're bored, you need to vent, cuss and scream at, talk about your bad day. Maybe you're in a scenario that you think you just want to bounce some ideas about or need advice on. Like, I'm here, I'm only human. I can at least do my best to listen. So know that in 2021 and with hope moving forward that there is another person out there just like you. You're not alone, and you can reach out and you can talk to me. I mean that 100%. If I end up just getting trolled or something, fine. I don't care. I will talk to the trolls too. Don't feel left out. I've had that asked before. Well, aren't you worried about like getting all the weirdos or whatever? Like, hey, everybody needs help. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is, are you willing to be the kind of person that can try to help? Even if you may not be so great at helping yourself, you'll find that just being there for other people is also extremely helpful for one's soul. Alright, I've just been focused up and dry brushing, extrapolating on question number 2 about Hope Day. Oh, you guys love me. I love you guys too. You know that. Last question is, how can I make myself hopeful? How can I make myself hopeful? I suppose just staying involved. Just staying involved, making sure that if my peeps are down, I'm there to try to be there for them, or whatever it needs to happen. Try to just participate. Try to keep the hype and the love going. Try to, no matter what's going on this year, just keep telling myself and all those around me, hey, the sun's gonna come up the next day. You're gonna open your eyes. You gotta get through another one. It'll be alright. You just need to find peace and content. We don't need any more hatred, and honestly, we don't so much have to worry about happiness. And I say that because there's two extremes. You have happiness as the max on one end, and you have like not happy, depressed, or whatever on the other. Just try to find yourself in the middle. Just hang out, enjoy things. Happiness will happen. You'll have things that'll tip it to one way and tip it to the other. As long as you're not letting it get to the extremes. If you're searching for happiness, the maximum end of the scale, 24/7, you're still gonna probably miss out on quite a bit, and still maybe not so much be in the moment. I don't know. There's better people to explain that whole theory than me. I'm no paleontologist. I'm just a little old mini painter. Little old me. This is really starting to impress me. Here, we can take this piece off, I think. It's not glued. I'm not gonna mess with it. What do you guys think about my rock, though? I'm really impressed with my rock. I mean, I think nailed this. There's a little couple. Don't worry about it. Oh no. Hey. Check out that rock. Hey, that's a nice boulder. I like that boulder. I can't do voices. Not like Nine Tails Hobbies. catch one of his live streams on Twitch and just ask him to do a weird voice. You won't regret it. They're epic. I think Ninetales and Devs and Dice need to get together and do some voiceovers, because Devs and Dice is also amazing at voiceovers. He can hands down like 100% nail most of the Star Wars characters. But when you deal with Star Wars every day as your day job, why not figure out how to do that? Because that's epic. If you haven't heard of Devs and Dice, Leif over there he's just wonderful. Go check him out. Go check out Nate's Miniatures. Go check out Ninetale Hobbies. I don't know how to do shoutouts and all that streaming on YouTube. I'm just gonna keep rambling and keeping an eye on chat. Get the shooter! Now then, Jamie, what did I do? Tell me. Explain, let me know. Please don't yell at me, Papa. No. That's another thing. I'm getting more comfortable with having my real name used. Honestly, helps kind of keep things less confusing. I don't a lot of times have the mental bandwidth to attempt to be some mystical person on the internet. I just paint under the name. My name's Jamie. I operate under the name of Miniocalypse. Just saying hello, like we do around Yorkshire. Sorry if I butchered that. I don't. It's not probably not nice to just jump right into some kind of fake accent when you see. I apologize for that. I'm not gonna do that no more. That was probably pretty rude. But appreciate you popping in, Shooter, Mr. Shooter. If you guys haven't seen Get the Shooter, you can go check out his channel. Click that subscribe button because you're gonna want to watch more. And that little bell button down there at the bottom will let you know when that more stuff is on the way. Yes, we all need more Star Wars in our lives, always. That's a never-ending fact of life. Can't be helped. I'm probably just scared away all the Star Trek fans. And I'm okay with that. Sorry. Hopefully that isn't too rude. You know, it's hopefully in 2021 I can be hopeful as well that not everything I say will be taken to the letter, because people need to like lighten up a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I come from a different day and age. I'm not that young. I'm not a spring chicken. I grew up a bit differently. I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just some stuff to me is just laughable and doesn't need to be taken so serious. Just like test things out. Just give it a laugh once. Just be like, hey, I wonder if this is worth getting mad about. Let me laugh about it first. And if I don't like laughing about it, then I can think about maybe getting mad about it. Just test a laugh out. That should be like a solid method right there. I think we're onto something with that. I'm a unicorn of the internet. A shiny, shiny unicorn. Chibi-wan. I love you, good sir. I'm assuming that's who you are. You make me hopeful, good sir. You're so energetic. And you don't always have to be super energetic, but even when you're not feeling it, it seems like once you know that we're all there feeling it, you can't help it. You get pumped up. Chibi One here, or I'm assuming it's Chibi One. If not, I'm talking about a Twitch streamer by the name of Chibi One. They are a guilder, founding member of the Guild, which means basically a guilder is a person with immense amounts of energy, so much energy they have the ability to turn anything into gold through the power of hype. It's like not alchemy, it's not some kind of magic, it's straight up standard hype. It's available in the universe, it's out there, anybody can reach it. It's all about mastering it. Love Star Trek also. Hey, I'm not knocking Star Trek. I didn't want everybody to think. It's just it's not like like you're not gonna find a Star Trek collectible in my house. I like the movies. Like I like the new ones. I love them from a video movie aspect. I don't have anything wrong. I'm just dedicated to Star Wars is all. That's it. Simply that. I'm not knocking. I don't know what they like to be called anymore. You Star Trek fans change your nicknames all the time. Trekkies, Trekkers. I just don't know how to keep up with it. What are we on? This is kind of some beautiful music we had going on there, but wasn't exactly the most thrilling. We're on the hopeful station of Epidemic Sound, so I hope this music is making you feel like the day is already that much brighter. Here, look, I think we can. Uh-oh. Whoa, watch out. Don't let me have the controls. I'll have you sideways in no time. Move this here, let's try. Let's see. There we go. I guess we can do that. Yeah, today's a special day, but in all honesty, I think I'm only going to keep, like in the live streams for YouTube, I'm not going to use my face. But today we will. Today we can hang out for a bit. We don't have any plans. Today is planned around getting this project finished up until I have to go to my day job. And that's what we're doing. And then begins, full... What are we doing? I gotta think. Should have everything finalized for Squig Day by the 1st of February. A lot of exciting things happening for Squig Day. A lot of people already signing up. I can get you information on Squig Day. If you don't have it, you can join my Discord. There's a link in the description that will take you to a link tree, and all the information will be there. All my various things will be there. That will be the quickest way to get to it, I would say. Can't wait for Squig Day. That's what I'm talking about. Get the shooter. If you wouldn't mind, if all you guys who are pumped about Squig Day, like, I don't mean to ask anything of you. I've been updating the document slowly. I'll get it like officialized and possibly in like PDF format and get a mailing list going. We got some companies possibly wanting to get involved with Squig Day. I'm not going to name names and stuff because, like I said, nothing's finalized, but potential stuff is in the works. It's getting. I hoped for it to get this big, but I didn't think it would. But I think if we all let people know at this point that we can make it pretty huge, and literally, my goal is, I want people to be going to the grocery store and strangers asking strangers, hey, do you know what a squig is? What's a squig? All I keep hearing about today is the squigs. Look at these little creatures. They're like cute and vicious at the same time. Look at this one's got slobber everywhere. I have one. I only keep one squig. I've adopted another. Its paperwork is still processing. It's on the way. I keep this one fed and happy. He hangs out on my desk. This was from last year's Squig Day collaboration on YouTube. I've just taken that idea, extrapolated on it, and I'm making it available to the world. This was painted with 3 colors, and I also used apple barrel paints. That's how I painted this. Apple barrel paints, 3 colors, 2 brushes. I don't know, I'm pretty confident. If you guys ever want a 3-color, no black, no white, limited brush challenge, if you're feeling froggy, you just come. I'm down for a challenge. I don't know. I'm down to be challenged by basically anybody out there. I find the challenges to be extremely motivated, and I learn so much more about painting when somebody flat out says, hey, me and you versus this. It's like, okay, alright, let's go. But I'm super stupid competitive. The wife hates it. I can't even sit down and play a game of Monopoly without getting pretty competitive about it. Is that a bad thing? I don't. Probably.
LOL doll game.
Yeah, man, that LOL doll game is. I'm telling you, there's a strategy to it, and if you utilize it, that's just how my brain works. I gotta find, like, there's strategies to all the games, the inner workings of the mechanics of how the game actually works, you know. That's, I love. You just gotta know how stuff works, whether it's the mechanics of the game, a piece of machinery, like what paint is, you know, everything. Yes, let's go weekday. Guys, I think, if you guys are getting me all riled up about Squig Day. So, I guess what I'm looking for next is to find like 2 to 3 people from each platform to bring onto the committee the committee team that we have going to represent their particular platform. Like I'd like 3 people, 2 to 3 people from Instagram, 2 to 3 people from YouTube, 2 to 3 people from Twitch, who can be in this private committee group and help bounce ideas around, help maybe design the Instagram posts and like, hey, people, if you wouldn't mind reposting this around, you know, it's getting a little too big for one guy to handle is all I'm saying, and I want it to be even bigger, so I love this community. This community seems to love me. I figure if I reach my hand out, I'm sure I can get some help. Basically. I'm trying to like take advantage of it, but for the first time in my life, I know that there's help available. I don't really ever ask for help, so I figure for this new year, if reaching out to the hobby community about an idea, maybe I need to be more comfortable with that, because I feel like I've held myself back a lot too. By always basically turning down the help. Okay, so we got the metal dry brush, and I think it looks fantastic. It's just gonna need picked out with some brighter silver, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm trying to see how good I can get this. I just literally I planned out my primer color, I base coated, and I planned out my dry brushes colors. All I need to do is the rest of the leather. I want to separate some of the leathers with just a different texture and or color. And the furs, I want to make all the the fur patches on his armor and his weapon, I want to do those in a white fur. I think that'll just be the topper on the accent. Plus I'm trying to practice white. Happy to help you, dude. Different time zones. Hey man, I need it repped on all time zones. I'm talking about Squid Day worldwide now. I'm sure, I don't know how Games Workshop is going to feel about it if it gets super big. But, I'm just saying right now, I won't be bullied. Squig Day is going to happen. I'm being as diligent as I can to make sure there is nothing being, like, done damaging to their IP. If anything, I'm only trying to hopefully help it. I think we continue to maintain our diligence as we go through this, no matter what form of squig you decide to do, whether you're sculpting your own or drawing your own. Just, be careful to maybe not, can't try to make a profit off it, and if you don't feel comfortable naming it as squig, come up with something else. Nine-Tail Hobbies, if you're still there, I was wondering if we could call our versions of them maybe the term your son has for him, because I thought that was super cool. What was it? Quigs? It's pretty close, but jamming. I gotta be careful though, because I've literally had some of these songs on and they just be pretty explicit. I was like, whoa, didn't expect to hear that in a live stream. Let me make sure this isn't, okay, clean version, good. Oh, so it already went through the explicit version, that already happened. Well, sorry YouTube. Whoops. Gotta pay more attention to that. Epidemic Sound's got some rough, some thuggin' jams. I don't know what's the best way to put it. They say some words that I'm not particularly fond of. What about racial slurs? I'm gonna have to go back and edit that right away after this, because I'm not sure if they said anything bad in that song now. I don't want some random song to offend a bunch of people on the internet. So I thought about doing gold, but I figured, I'm gonna let the lion's fur represent the gold in this, like, he's like in a really super noble pose. Earhawks Minis, what is up? Happy Hope Day, Earhawks Minis. Have you asked yourself these 3 questions lately? Do yourself a favor. Ask yourself, what does hope mean to me? What makes me hopeful? And how can I make myself hopeful? And maybe that'll help you feel real good about this brand new hopeful year that we're all in. Because there's plenty of hope to go around, plenty of things to do, plenty of fun to be had. Just gotta be there willing to embrace it. Just gotta embrace the hopefulness, y'all. Alright, we're gonna let the silver sit there for a bit. I'm gonna try out, I haven't put a contrast on it, but it's Skeleton Horde, but I've been trying it out as part of a leather recipe. I've been trying to find a 3-step recipe to stuff, because I have made myself available for commissions on Patreon. There's no real details or anything for that yet, but I have been gearing towards trying to do like two 2 or more commissions a month, possibly tying that right in with my content. And yeah, because we're going to be leaning towards still working towards our Fight the Grey War dream. We're going to be on to some pretty new exciting things here soon, real soon. Alright, I need to find, maybe one of these. I'll try one of these. I bought these brushes for my oil painting, but since found another set of brushes that come pretty highly recommended for oil painting and are not too pricey. They are the artillery brushes from Monument Hobbies. These are like $8 or something, but they come highly recommended for your oil paints. So I'm looking at getting those, because these they'll work, but they're just still hard. Not what I want. Like I don't like fighting my paintbrush. I could paint with these just fine. I just like I love the Artist Opus brushes because they are a bit higher quality brush and it's easier to control. I can be more confident with it and know that the brush is going to do what it's supposed to do every time. So I paint more confidently and fast, more precise, with more speed. I'm not sitting there and worried about, oh yeah, the brush is got straight hair or it's a little bit crooked. I got it like this. Hairs keep pulling off the side of it, and it's like, gotta make sure they don't drag in the wrong direction. So we're gonna put this skeleton horde contrast over the 2 main areas of, I don't know, of like, I would say the main piece of leather that it's made out of. So that will add hopefully just a slightly different tone to it. And we go on with the other. The pickle jar, what's up? Oh my goodness, we got so many wonderful people here. The pickle jar. Pickle jar. Guess what? Have you asked yourself these 3 questions yet? Ask yourself, what does hope mean to me? What makes me hopeful? And how can I make myself hopeful? And let that just maybe simmer and help guide you along this beautiful year of 2021. We are painting this is, I added the link to the description. This wonderful model is a beautiful sculpt and representation of a Johnny, the planeswalker from Magic the Gathering. And I'm just chilling here, playing some hopeful music. When is Squig Day? Squig Day is February 25th. February 25th. You can go to the description. There is a link tree there, and that link tree will take you to there is a Squig Day in the link tree, and that will take you to the information for that. I ask that everybody participating in whatever way, however you would like, anything Squig related, please sign up on the sign up sheet. The more people I can account for, the more possibilities of magical things happen. Real squiggy things. Trustworthy squig things, though, not them sketchy squiggy things. You can always trust a squig, though. Like, basically know, 1, it wants to eat you. 2, you probably shouldn't pet it. But I think if I found one in real life, I would probably try to pet it. I think they're amazing. I'm for squig equality. Squig equality. They're more than just food. Let's fight for squig representation. That's the only political matter that should matter this year is Squigs and their rights. Everything else, just leave it be. Let it do what it's gonna do. This is what's important, okay? Let's have hope for awesome Squig Day. Oh, Patch, is it cool that I do that? Can I borrow your hope from Hope Day for Squig Day? I know she wouldn't mind. I should reach out to her. Call her on Discord, maybe get her piped in here. Yeah, it's a Thursday. Hey, no, I don't have any bot commands or anything for YouTube. I'm just keeping it live and raw, man. This is me. I'd love, like, if somebody wants to take on the challenge of like sourcing links and linking and this and that, sure, but it's not necessary. I'll get it all put in the description the best I can later, and just we're taking this real aloof until things are there's a lot being worked on and set up here in the background that I can't really talk about, but I promise some amazing things coming, and everything being set up proper and professional. It's been a year I've been saying I promise, but it is what it is. Y'all know. I don't gotta tell you. We all been through the thing. I'm not labeling it. I'm not gonna label it. I'm not gonna give it its justice, or not justice, but I don't know term. Should set up Nightbot. I have Nightbot. I have bots. I just don't have them all linked in and stuff. I do have a link for Squig Day programmed in it, but I don't have one on a timer. Oh, whoa, we almost used the wrong known oil. Actually, we're gonna continue working on the leather. Erg, I really need to, hey, I found him. Ugh. Ooh, I already had the paints I'm looking for out. We have leather brown and rigid leather. We're gonna use that to make a little bit different leathers, you know, different, maybe not everything was made from the same piece of leather. Maybe some of it's squig leather, some of it could be like, I don't know, regular leather. Might have, you know, different kinds of leathers. That's something somebody can do, write a, how to skin and tan your squig hides. That's what that noise is you're hearing. Hopefully it wasn't awful, but we had a very kind member of the community by the name of Jarrett from Jarrett's Terrain Minis sent this to me for Christmas. And now I have a cool little paint shaker, and I don't have to sit here and get carpal tunnel. And that is very nice. I like it. It's still shaking every now and then. I don't have it though. Get some leather brown on. Ooh, we're still using a portion of the palette y'all can see. How about that? I think you guys will like that. Oh yeah, there you go. There's some paint on the palette. How's that make you feel? I love the feeling of a fresh glob of paint on the palette. That lets me know it's time to paint. Oh, do a little paint instead of dry brushing. We've dry brushed this entire model. This has been nothing but a base coats and dry brushes. And I'm happy with it because I've been, just like I was mentioning earlier, working on a technique of trying to get fast-paced but high-quality looking paint job going. I got this to the point that if I wanted to sit down and put another like 5 hours into it, I could really just focus on just the details. I'm gonna thin that down before I do that, instead of having to focus on getting myself to the details. Like a quick way to get to the base product basically, and then I can put all my time into the detail work, because I don't like to really put a model down until it looks like the vision of it in my head. And that's a stopping point for me. That's all I really worry too much about. This doesn't look like I want it to look. Sometimes maybe that might not be the best looking paint job, but that's how I wanted it to look, so that's where I leave it. I fear we didn't thin that down enough, but that's alright. We can give it another wash. We can give it another wash. Let's dab some paint off and try to soak some of that up real quick. Before it gets too out of control. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. I wanted it to be more opaque, or more transparent, but that didn't work out. That's fine though. So that rolls around over to here. No, that's not his belt. Okay. The belt. Okay, let me take this piece off here. Okay, no, that's not his belt. We're gonna do the belt in this other leather. We're gonna make sure we thin that down pretty good. Just want it to be kind of transparent. And we're just gonna try to hit. There's still some metal on the belt I gotta come back after, but I figured I would get the browns laid in before I did the smaller details. Oh, let me catch up on the chat here real fast. Oh, let me finish just dotting this stuff. Getting this belt sorted out real fast, and then I'll catch up on chat. I'm used to having my chat right in front of me on my cell phone, and I probably could have set that up. I just didn't think about it. And the cell phone's somewhere lost underneath the desk because I'm currently working on a commission job, and unfortunately I've like rearranged half of the house to set up green screens and shoot footage. So it's an absolute wreck over here right now. My daughter comes over today, she's gonna be like, what happened? Not again.
You gotta tell them her bedding is the green screen.
What's that, baby?
You gotta tell them her bedding is the green screen, so she has to have a new bedding now.
Oh yeah, her blanket just happened to be a good enough color green to work as a green screen. So she don't have a blanket right now either. It's currently Dad's. It's currently Dad's green. Oh, she has blankets. She just doesn't have that blanket. I think that's the blanket she likes most. So I get questioned about that later in the weekend. Trying to find. I don't know. I really wanted to try some inks on this, but I think we're going to forgo that. See ya. All right, take it easy, brother. Let's catch up. Let's catch up on chat here. Just getting ready to leave for work. Oh, you're heading off for work too, Pickle Jar? Right on. I got like 2 hours and I got to do the same. But like I was saying, that's perfectly fine if you can't get a video out on Squig Day or to get whatever. Like, I'm working on the Squig Day will roll if we do it. I think for like the week after, there'll probably still be Squig Day content popping up pretty solid if it all goes according to plan. But take it easy, Earhawks. I don't know if you're still around, but I love you, man. Thanks for being part of my amazing journey. Me and Earhawks and some others kit bashed some orcs together in a video. I don't have mine close by, nor can I get to it readily without like there's a lot of stuff to trip over behind me. It's a shit. This is, you know, maybe I'll take a picture of that and put it, that could be my weekly picture on my Patreon for behind the scenes content. Because that, if you're part of that tier, actually there's a special running on my Patreon right now. A bunch of freebies, bunch of sweet, all my prototype sculpts, like this prototype alien head I've been working on. I sculpted these myself, and I've been getting them printed. We're trying to get them printed to size to be used as well, we lost that one. So you can use them in place of your, you know, for your kit bashing needs. Here's a little better one. This one I think I finally got the size right on. I need to go back in and resculpt the details a little bit deeper. Yeah, you can, that's going until February 15th, I believe. And that will get you, just signing up to any $5 and above tier on the Patreon will get you that award automatically. And I'll package it and mail it to you at the end of February. That will ship out. A minimum of 5 physical items. The Miniocalypse promo box, we're calling it, because it's a promotion and it's a bunch of my prototype items that, I don't know, I just thought it'd be a cool idea because I had people reach out to me wanting to paint the stuff in the early days. So yeah, that's kind of a neat idea. Why not? Maybe I'll try to make it available. Now I'm just working on a light tan color. Just gonna try to go in and hit these raised edges on this, like, embroidery or whatever you want to call this. I probably should just dry brush this, but we're gonna try. Yeah, I think we're just better off dry brushing that. Oh, was saying bye to Shooter. Man, I said bye to everybody but Shooter. Got to get my youngest from the nursery. Catch y'all later. Take it easy, Shooter. I thought Pickle Jar and you were leaving. It turned out it was Shooter that was leaving. Heck yeah, Charlie, join up. The link will get you most of the updated information on Squig Day. It's just a Google Doc that I've been just brainstorming and trying to make it look kind of decent, but we're gonna get it all finalized. But I got the word started on it super early because I want to get everybody the opportunity to check their schedules and just really see if they could just do one thing Squig related, whether it's just a simple picture, a doodle, type of poem, maybe just on Squig Day, make a post in all caps that says Squig Day. You know, anything. Every little thing is going to be awesome. And the more boom we have in the community, the better Squig Day will be next year, because I will probably, I hope to host this for you all February 25th every year. And make Squig Day kind of a thing. Who knows? We'll see where that goes. It's going to be a bumpy road, I'm sure. Because squigs only have 2 legs. They're probably not the softest, you know, the most gentle to ride. He does have these markings on his forehead. I was thinking about doing those in gold, just to draw attention to the face. Don't mind the gaps. I assembled this in a hurry, and I was like super zombie mode when I put it together. Trying to figure out a color. I want to dry brush a lighter color over the leathers only, now that we've got different tones worked in. Let's go with Mornfang Brown. think that's what we're looking for. I think that's what we need. Where's it at? Who's got my Mornfang? Who's got the Mornfang? Here it is. We found it. Let's not bother putting in sugar because I got about a little bit of time yet. And let's use our, I've been really loving these Army Painter. This one, like you can see, I've been using the crap out of them. They're the Masterclass series. Here we go. These were sent out to me by Army Painter to review, and I love them. It was a little bit of a rough start with them, but once you get them cleaned and start using them, they're quite enjoyable. By no means you need to go buy a specific brush for dry brushing, but I like these. I think they work maybe a little bit better than the makeup brush, but they clean up. They clean up so well, way better than the makeup brushes clean. Just seems like they're outlasting makeup brushes, so for me that's worth a couple extra bucks to have a tool in my toolbox I know is gonna do its job and last as long as I take care of it. It's light enough to just barely pop it out a little bit better. Not too bad. Might still hit the edges with a lighter color yet, but we'll see. We'll see as we get to dry brushing. Put some paint on a dry brush, dab it off. In this scenario, I'm not really worried about it being too out of control because it's kind of, I don't know. My style is so like just a lot of dirty layers, then they end up looking clean and smooth. But they build a lot of texture underneath, so I don't get too worried if I over dry brush or too much paint. I just work with it. I kind of like that. I kind of like painting that way. Just roll with it, you know. Ooh, we got these little textures here. We're definitely gonna have to single those colors out, get something there. I think we'll hit that with a bit of the Rakarth flesh. Or, no, because I used Rakarth on this. That will look way too similar. We'll figure something out for it. Good dry brushing music. Dry brush with the beat. That'd be a cool challenge. Like, challenges to paint whatever you want with whatever you want, but you can only paint to the beat. Paint can only touch the model when the bass go boom. I think I just came up with something excellent. Just came up with something excellent. I know Earhawks is here. I know he loves when the bass go boom. Me and you, we still gotta get together. I still have plans for music, brother. Don't forget me in that, man. One of these days, I'm a knocking to all my musically talented friends and be like, all right, guys, what's your calendars look like? Let's do us some hype songs or something. Let's do some songs for the community. Let's set our brushes down for a month and talk about music or something. Just to refresh, refresh and still be involved in art, still help people in the community, still would be awesome. Oh, no, paper towel. I like to use, this is a reusable washcloth, like a washable washcloth. I find it is much better for cleaning your brushes on than the paper towel. I don't know what I've been doing not using it. Somebody pointed out an interesting fact that the paper fibers do build up in your brush, which isn't the reason I like the texture on this. I feel like it cleans the brush better, but whenever you're ready. Hell yeah, man. So, I'm not super happy with the leather just yet. There's a lot of other stuff I'm gonna start singling out. We got other things to start popping out. I'm gonna use some of this extra opaque heavy skin tone. I just discovered these extra opaques by Vallejo, and they are wonderful. Super delightful to paint with. And we're just going to single out this pouch. He's got a pouch on him, so we're going to thin that out. Just going to thin a little. Let me check it. Yeah, that's not bad. See if I can get you guys an angle where you can see the pouch. I'm just going to stipple the color on it and kind of leave the previous color on the edges. That's going to add some texture and just a little bit of color difference. Maybe make that pouch stand out a little bit. Might look a little wonky at first, but when we put a nice, we're gonna put my signature. I basically use sepia wash the most. I find I like that it adds my, I don't know, my mini apocalyptic feel to everything. So. And that's going to work well in this model because there's a lot of browns, yellowy browns in this, and the sepia is a nice yellowy brown wash. Okay, so we got that. And we'll go ahead and let's mix a little bit. Let's pull some of that off to the side over here and mix it with that just to maybe this a little bit, yeah, just to change the shade of it. And we'll come in on these little, I don't know what these are, straps or whatever. We could dry brush this, but I think an edge highlight will, yep, that'll work just well. Just beautifully. Nice. Nice. My laptop survived a couple hour stream last night. Should stay alive until new machine is operational. And get back into making music and videos. Yeah, man, I cannot wait to start testing out the potential of my machine. I managed to stress it one time, and the amount of stuff that I was running to cause that to happen blew my mind. I was like, there's just no way this was even, like, I was having a laugh, like, how many different 3D modeling programs can we open at once? Let's play music, let's play 4 different musics from 4 different streams. I had it, and it finally went, when I was putting supports in Lychee with like 29 like 3D modeling graphical related shits running. I don't know. I just wanted to see how many things I could have it do. Height painting! Wait. Let's see. need to get in here. I'm gonna pick out. Let's bust out the gold. I'm gonna use Balthasar gold. I really like this color gold. Let's get in here and get some of these details. Like you can even see the stitching in that in there. Can you guys see that? You can also see the spots where I put the supports. I did my best. Hey, I got the whole thing to print. Supported it myself. Learning how to support from some of the epic support masters over there at Atlas 3D Support Solutions. They do all the supports for like all your major Patreons and Kickstarters out there. Like, if you're paying for STLs, we're most likely putting the supports on them. You're never gonna see these because this piece of I guess somebody pointed out to me that it was chainmail. It's now like a heavy heavy cloth. Okay, so my bad. I just didn't recognize it as chainmail. I thought of it as like a nice thick weaved material. I didn't really see it. I didn't think the lion would have too much metal gear on. So yeah, in my brain, that's what it said. That's what I envisioned. That's how I put it together. So now, yes, we have a golden brown, beautiful, majestic lion in his black armor and leather cloth armors. Holding up, he'll have his sweet double axe weapon. He's almost ready to start putting gluing the rest of the way together and going after final details. That's the exciting moment. That'll happen here fairly shortly. Banging the camera all around. Yeah, let's give him bronze belt buckles too. No, yeah, we gotta have those silver to tie the look in. It's not gonna tie in right I don't think if I were to do it that way. So let's grab up some silver, and don't do what I just did and lick the silver paint off your brush. That was probably a stupid idea, but whatever. There we go. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Can probably touch up some of the silver here. Real quick, like. Honestly, probably just gonna need to re-dry brush that area. Yeah, we didn't get that area too well with the dry brush, did we? No, we certainly did not. Certainly did not. Hello, hello, everybody out there. What's going on? Holler at me. Chat with me. Keep me chatting, or we're just gonna end up super silent and just me painting. If that's what you want, that's fine too. I don't know. All I know is I'm painting. I hope that you are enjoying it. Alright. Oh, my clumsy fingers got some metallic paint on the leathers there. That's okay. It is what it is. We'll just, what can we do? Let's grab some of this. We'll just kind of... Just gonna have to add spotches of this color all over the place now, just to match. Some water. Just water, push it around. Let's grab our rag cart back out. Go one more round, because we did hit this with a wash. No, we didn't. We didn't hit that with a wash yet, did we? Well, let's put that back together now. Let's get that hit with a wash, because we need that to dry. I thought I hit that with a wash, but I must have forgot. I think I used, yes, it had to have been Agrex Earthshade. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I'll be happy with that when it dries, and we can hit it with that final dry brush, and I think we'll have it. I think we'll have what I wanted out of the cloth, for sure. Now, we need to get worked on, let's get our gray out. I had to step for a minute, so what is this model? Let me get you the link. I should have it still pulled up. At least I thought I did. Yes, I do. Silly me and buttons. There is the model and the information on that. And basically, Patchwork had put together this Hope Day collaboration. This was my chosen symbol of hope for the project. I'm a Leo, and I love, lions are awesome. And this one was really looked majestic-ish to me. To be honest, I didn't even realize it was a Johnny until it was already printed. I'm like, hey. So, yeah. Let that wash dry. We're getting some gray out because we're going to go over our fur bits with some light gray, and then we'll dry brush them with a white. Then probably hit them with a wash, and then dry brush again with a white. So we've got some wolf gray thin down here on the palette. Let's load up that. We're gonna get, there's not many spots with fur, but like there's this patch here hanging off the leathers. Let me grab a bigger brush. Fur patches coming off of this. Super focused face, if you guys are wondering. If I get too out of control, this gray is pretty much going to cover anything. So, yeah, I don't mind if it's, a spot here or there, whatever. Like, it'll be fine, but I just can't be careless with it. We'll be okay. Thanks, man. Thanks. This was Atlas 3D Sports Solutions sponsored the model and helped me get it supported, and so I've just been slowly painting on it and filming it. I have all the footage and some time-lapse footage. If people want to see more about it, post that down here in the comments or whatever, and I can put it into edit. I just, when the time came down to it, I just really felt more like streaming it and talking with people about Hope Day and all that stuff. So I figured I would, why not try to go live on the YouTube side of things, every now and then. I don't know what that'll do for the channel or whatnot or anything, or to be honest, do I very too much terribly care? You guys all should know by now I pretty much do my own thing. I get it done when I try to get everything done. We're working on consistency, but we don't really follow too many dead set guidelines over here. We paint stuff, we try to make a cool video of it. That's what we do. All right. Now we've got some leather straps on the armor we got to pick back out because they're just like metallic colored right now. And here are the other straps that go on. We're going to get those after, but everything's base coated in Rhinox, so I'm going to cover those with rigid leather, so in case I forget, I can go back and watch this. I don't think we're going to quite get it finished before I have to head off to work, but I do think we've had a good time. We've talked about Hope Day, and we've answered the Hope Day questions, and we got our symbol of hope, and we got cool friends here, hopeful, chill music. I'm going to say we're doing pretty good. I think about it, his bracers were probably leather to begin with, but they're metal now. He's got metal bracers on now. That's the beauty of this whole painting thing. Can pretty much, or no, you 100% can basically paint whatever you want, however you want to. I love it. Let's get some let's go in with some highlights. Separate this stuff here a little better. Yeah. Let's grab our tiny brush here. Tiny dry brush. Let's pop these out just a little further. Back our flesh. Back up on here. Back in on our dry brushing on our cape here. Yeah, I like that. Got all kinds of tones worked in there now. Now it's beautiful. Now we can stud it up with our Balthazar gold. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing out there? We hanging in there? If there's something else you'd like to see, you just holler at me. We can use a different color. We can get funky with it. You guys are here watching. You don't have to be bored. You can say, hey, Jamie, maybe instead of gold, I'd like to see those hot pink. I don't care. I'll hit it up. I'll give it a try. We'll learn. We'll learn together. We'll learn together. I know we just got a lot of browns and yellows and bare minimum of metallics going on, but we can get expressive. Express to me what you want me to express for you. Does that make any sense? No. Do it anyways. We are going to tie the bronze in with these big emblem things, buckler, whatever, I don't know what the hell you want to call it. Okay, before we get too carried away, I think it's time for the final dry brush of yellow, which we are going to use Moon Yellow for the nice final highlight dry brush. And we already know better. We're going to throw this on the shaker. So we're going to get the final things happening here. And we're going to start gluing it together, and then we'll start wrapping up. We're going to use Moon Yellow from Vallejo. Wow. I why'd I put that on the wet palette knowing the dry brush is beyond me. Did it anyways. Hit the areas that we want to be brightest. Just a little more up here. You guys probably can't see it on camera, but I can see it actually lightening up the yellow by a fair amount. So all we got left is the hands. Oh yeah, I just got some good news. A small 3D printed bits company is going to send me some review products for a video. Some really cool stuff. Super excited for people to see this stuff. Awesome. You have my attention, sir. DM me. DM me. Loop me in. I must know. I can't wait. I'll wait if I have to. But tell me now. But I'll wait if I need to. But seriously, tell me now. My persuasion, my level 3 persuasion right there, I've begun to try to use on you. These are the secrets you want to tell me. The lion's looking freaking great. That's what I like to hear, because I feel like it's looking great too. I could do a lot. There's still a lot I could do, but for the sake of getting you guys something cool to see. We're just gonna finish blocking in a few areas. We're gonna get it assembled. We're gonna hit it with our final washes. And depending on the weather, how fast that dries, we'll go in for final highlights. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to call it done on stream, but it will be done for photographs probably. Well, I'll get the whips posted today for Hope Day, but the whip will be in my story, not when I get the final pictures. I'll post it on the feed. Trying to keep the feed for completed things only, just to help my own sanity. And Miss Miniocalypse will be running the Instagram with me soon, so we'll be back on track with that. That's going to allow me to focus more of my time on basically using that to free up my time to PR my Patreon. And being able to get that going allows me to have the time. I've shifted things around to create time everywhere to try to make a dream come true, which is going good. Going real good, actually. Maybe a bit stressful, but finally we're getting Hope Day going. That'll be off the books. Then we have Squig Day, which I can fully focus on. We'll pick up where we left off after Squig Day. Just adding some
Chat.
what?
Chat.
Chat. What's happened, chat? Steve V. Oh my goodness, we got an OG in the house, guys. Popping in to say hi. Keep moving forward, brother. Thanks for popping in, Steve. For many of you here, many of you who may not know, Steve is one of the people who have been there with me since the absolute beginning. I mean, a lot of people have been there for me, but there's like 5 specific people that have been there since day one. Haven't gone anywhere and continue to show their support and be there for me no matter really what is happening or what's not happening. I can't ask for that kind of stuff. You guys do it just because you're good people, and I'll never forget it. I will constantly be trying to figure out how to live up to it. We're gonna give the lion a little bit of a. You gotta have a pinky nose. Come on, guys. Seen that coming. Can't just have a regular yellow nose. Much, probably too much, but the washes will tie it together, I hope. I'm trusting the process at this point. Okay, so let's see, what is all the hair is going to cover the majority of that metal, so we need to get whatever details we want specific on this sorted out real quick, which I think is just we're going to hit it with a Null Oil gloss. Nice Null Oil gloss. Lips are sealed, Earhogs. You don't have to DM me either. I was just being aggravating, bro. So let's get some Null gloss just put on here. Look at this stuff's beautiful, really. Like, instantly makes that look like one cohesive unit. So we're gonna just go ahead and do all the metallic armor real fast. That way it can all dry at the same time. Probably should have posted more links when I was going live. I wasn't sure if I was going live. I didn't know until this morning because there was still a possibility that we may have went a day or two pushed it back, but it appears everybody's lined up and ready to go, so hopefully I didn't jump the gun, but there is others participating in Hope Day, which I went over a bit earlier. Let me try to get back to it. It was started by Patchwork M. I know there's me, there's Nate's Miniatures. Come on, click the right buttons here, Jamie. You get there. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. Scroll. Boom. We got Art Jeremiah, AJ from Art Jeremiah, Nate from Nate's Miniatures, Liam from Millennial Model Mayhem, M from Patchwork M. I think we have Charlie from no, maybe not. Luke from Cinderfall Gaming, possibly. And, Charlie from Tabletop Role Playing Gaze. That seems. I don't know how many of those people actually signed up. Those were the people who were interested in expressing their hope for the new year. So whether they got something posted or not, go check them out, because they're hoping, just like the rest of us, that everything stays wonderful. You can help them stay wonderful by showing them some love, taking that first foot forward, checking out their video or channel, hitting that like or that subscribe or dropping a comment, maybe saying, hey, I appreciate you, being hopeful, heading into the new year, such positivity. Because we just want to do our best to show you guys that there's still positivity and hope and life out there. There's nice people. We're there. We're around. Just got to come to the right places to get it nowadays, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully we can get that changed too and just get peace back in our day-to-day lives. Sculptor did a wonderful job on this. As I'm putting washes on here, I'm finding that he or she took the time to put little nicks and notches and battle damage in there. This model is actually, I scaled it down. It was a huge print. Super huge print. We might as well get all the metal while we're at it, so like we're going to go after the stuff on the legs as well, and we're going to go over the weapons. We're just going to get it all done at once. That way it all dries in time. That's what it comes down to. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching paint dry. I'm just putting it places. We're all really just watching it dry. Collectively hanging out, watching paint dry. And I love it. And I know you guys love it. Can't tell me you don't. Wouldn't be here. Got so many things to be hopeful for. We got Miss Miniocalypse painting miniatures every now and then now. That's exciting stuff. She's probably better at art than I am. I hate to say it, but it's probably true. And yeah, we're just lobbing it on. We're just lobbing it on there. We aren't even being careful with it. We want it to do whatever it's going to do, and it'll take a final dry brush and the whole thing will pop. All the little indiscrepancies and splotches of other paints and missed areas of dry brush and all that, just packing that underneath, and it's all just going to look like good texture and stuff underneath. Bring it all together with a nice wash and a solid dry brush, I think that'll look nice. I think it was going to look very weapon-like. Hey, that's all that matters. I'm just super excited to get them on the rock. Look at this rock. Love this rock. I feel like I did so good on this rock. Yes. Yes, I love it. I love that rock. Okay, we're gonna let this dry. Holds it like this. So we're gonna stick it to something so it can puddle in the right direction. If it's going to puddle and dry that way. So when we attach it to the model, it'll still kind of fit. Alright, so one more test fit real quick. Yeah. So we've handled all the areas. Okay, we're gonna be able to glue the head on soon. Possibly these little strappy things, but they're a little bit hard to figure out. I don't know if I can do that with gloves, but we might try it. What's our time looking like? I got maybe 20 more minutes, or I have to start I gotta do some adulting. Adulting must be done as well. So before we get to wrapping it up, we'll glue some things and get to wrapping it up, we're gonna give our shout outs once again to everybody who showed up, everyone I mentioned who's partaking in Hope Day. We're gonna get that put up in the description probably within the next day or two. I'd like to thank my fellow artists who support me. Atlas 3 Support Solutions down here. We're poking at it with the Troll Thug. This was 3D sculpted by Mini Grinder Studios. These two people, Atlas, the company, and Mini Grinder Studios, you're going to see me working with them a lot coming up. Working on some stuff. Some stuff is happening. He's sculpting these amazing things to 3D print. He's also sculpting me as a barbarian, currently on this Twitch live stream. It may be finished up pretty soon, but I will be printable as a barbarian. You guys can all print yourself a Jamie the Barbarian, Miniocalypse the Barbarian. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. I realized I didn't do his toenails. So I'll have to get that later. I'd like to have it standing up there, but I think I'm going to go in with my Serif Sapium wash. I think we're going to start with that. Just to make sure it looks good, we've been testing on the underside of his head, because there's a lot of texture on there, but you're never going to see it. So kudos to the artist for sculpting it all there, but didn't really have to, but I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Not cracking jokes. I do appreciate that stuff. I'm going to test out a Serif, a Sapium, Sepia, whatever, just to see how it's going to affect the overall color scheme of the tiger. Almost called it a tiger. Of the lion. It's going to work out wonderfully. It's going to add. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pull the trigger on that. I do believe so. What do you think? I think it ties it together very well. Cool. So as soon as we get some stuff dry, let's get the glue. Let's get the glue out and ready. We are down to using some super glue gel glues. We're almost out of glue here in the studio. So, but we're trying to get through February without having to order any supplies. because we have stuff in the works that I need to, I can get by. I need to save the money for these projects and things. More advancements for the channel are needed other than specific glues when we have other glues that we can get by with. I really gotta fix his nose. Looks like he just got done, having one of them office parties. Calm down there, Johnny. Gosh dang, man. Jeez. We'll get it fixed. I promise you. Now we're waiting for glue to dry together. That's found its place. Let's go forward with the weapon now. Tried gluing this in once before I decided to separate everything, so I don't know if it's going to fit in here as well as it would have. And it was a pain in the butt to attempt to glue the first time, but oh no, let's just get super glue everywhere. This is like a gel super glue. I usually only use it for gap filling, but today is needed otherwise for other purposes. Oh, we got it right in place that time. Cool. We're just gonna hold this here for a bit. You guys enjoy my head bobbing while we wait for glue to dry or something. Oh no, look at my super glue here just going to town on my mat. Nothing ruins your mat quicker than some super glue. What was I thinking? Wasn't thinking. Can I reach the rubbing alcohol? I'm gonna need that pretty quickly. Whew. Oh, got it. Rubbing alcohol is a bad choice. It looks like the rubbing alcohol instantly cured the super glue. Is that a thing? Is that something I should have been aware of? See? You see right here? What the heck? Oh well. I figure I have a plan for these mats once they're got enough crafting done on them. Paint our logo on them, and then they'll still be perfectly good usable mats. We'll use them for giveaways just like we used to do. Check it out. Check it out. Time to coat him in. Coat his fur up. The wash of the Serapis sepia. All right. This is a jam. This is a weird, like, sci-fi, like, disco type beat going on. What do we got? I don't know. I like it. So yeah, at this point we're right to where I thought we'd be. Where I'm left with just detailing the leather work and the toenails and the fur. The rest I'm happy with leaving exactly how it is. I want to separate this stuff here a little more. I want to clean up all my leather straps a little. We'll hit the fur with a wash right now though. I know we were going to dry brush white on it first, but we're going to, just to pull it all together, let's hit it with some non-oil. Just to pull it all together here so it all looks kind of cohesive. Maybe Agrex Earthshade would have been a better wash to go with, but it really will look good after another dry brush. I already know that that'll be fine. We're just in the ugly stage of it right now. Not a big deal. Did notice some more areas of the lion. I missed this portion of his arm and back. It's important we get the wash in here to make sure all the stuff has the same color tone to it. They're really only separated in color tones by just slight different browns, and a lot of it is just due to the different brown wash. It's just going to be slightly different to the eye. That's, it's been fun trying out this paint method I wanted to try for a minute. It's just base coats, dry brushes, and careful washes. Not being heavy with it all, just doing like, so instead of 2 thin coats, we're going 2 thin dry brushes. Tried the 2 thin dry brush method, is what I guess we'll call this, huh? 2 dry brushes and a wash. There we go, there we have it. I'm comfortable calling that, pretty much. You guys know toenails and fingernails need painted. Leather could use a little work, like especially around the weapon there to pop that out. Heck, let's just give that a quick dry brush just because. We've done talked about it twice, we might as well just fix it. We have roughly 10 minutes, so we can do that. We're just gonna grab one of these browns, doesn't matter which one, as long as it's a lighter brown. This one will work fine. Dab it off a little. Just gonna sound effects are included in all of my packages. I don't have any packages that I'm just making stuff up. There, that pulled that leather out a little better. Not really, but still gonna need its a wash. Oh, and we have the details on his face, which I don't really know what to do with. So we were going to pluck them out in gold. Go for that right now. Feeling froggy with that. Looking sharp, thank you, thank you. Let's just give it a try. We're going to use attributor gold. We're going to just try to peck out these details on his face while the wash is on there still wet. Probably not the smartest choice, but that's brush control, ladies and gentlemen. Just control your breathing and I'm just hovering the brush over the detail, and in a way, like a sort of dry brushing. I think the gold popped it out really nice. What do you got? Yeah, I like that. It looks good on camera too. Yeah. That even brought his nose together. Like his nose looks more proper now too. The nose is no longer the brightest portion of the model now. Oh yeah, now we're grooving. Minneapolis would love this jam. She loves this style of music. I don't know what it's called. I don't want to just call it like Spanish music, whatever. I'm sure it's got a name. Yeah, oh, we got a little bit of smear there. Not a big deal though. We said that would be fine. We're gonna. This all has to dry for a good amount of time before final dry brush, and I just don't have the time to wait for that on stream. So, hey, if I can hear that through my headphones, then they can hear it twice on stream.
Turn it up to the song you were talking about. Because I have it so low that I can't even hear anything.
Well, I was just mentioning it all. Calm down. Is there anything I can get away? If my bone color is close by, we're gonna dab up these fingernails and toenails real quick. Then it's like done. All that's really left is just me being really picky and wanting to work with leather a little longer, but by no means would you ever have to. You guys wouldn't have to push a model much further than this to make anybody happy with your paint job, I think. Might be being a bit bolsterous, but pretty confident. I like the stuff I paint, and yeah, doesn't really bother me if other people don't. I thought it would, but it really doesn't. Alright, got some skeleton bone thinned out on the wet palette. Just gonna throw that over these toenails. Pick out what fingernails we can get to, or claws, whatever. I'm just calling them fingernails. And don't forget he's got two little teethers poking out. Gotta get his teethers. Teeth. I'm sorry, I gotta work that pink nose back on there. I just want his nose to be pink. That's, I mean, that's just the version of him. He's got, you know, his majestic mane and his cute flashy pink, cute little button nose. For his big old kiki out with your big old button nose. I'll make him as cute as I want to. I just got it like ultra thin down. I'm just trying to put just a tiny bit of the fleshiest tone on that I can. Without it looking like he just partook in some extracurricular activities. But I think we're gonna have to work just a little bit of this yellow into it as well as a mid-tone up here. I don't want that to dry all the way, so I'm going to be watching it. And I'm going to dab it up as soon as I notice the edges are drying, because I want just the edges to stay. Kind of using the coffee stain to my advantage on his nose right now. There we go, see? Now I can pull that up. And I just have that yellow left where I wanted it. Let's go back to the flesh tone. Make sure we get plenty of that over here. And start working it down. There we go. I think that's much better. It still blends, but you can tell his nose is separate. Oh, the belt buckles need a wash on them. Gotta hit them with the non-oil gloss. That stuff was sticking out like a sore thumb. Why didn't nobody point that out? I'm just kidding. It's not your job to keep me doing my art the right way. Because guess what? There is no right way to do art. It's all the right way. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. It's just art. Hard. Reggaeton, one of the good things to come out of PR. Oh, sweet. Well, yeah, that was had me grooving. I'm assuming you're talking about the music. Oh, there's Miss Minneapolis. You're just like 2 hours late, babe.
My mom's watching, but she didn't know how to chat. I
Oh.
was testing it on my phone.
So yeah, there we go. I think we're gonna call him. Uh-oh. I don't know. I gotta do something with those furs. I keep saying I'm gonna call it, but I can't. It's gotta match the vision in my head. It has to. It has to come together. I've gotta have another. What other kind of color? We're just gonna go back with the gray, I guess. One more dry brush. Get the grays out. We're gonna grab our smaller dry brush we have here. This little guy, this makeup brush here. Just try to bring back the brightness of this, like the white fur here. It's not looking too much like white fur as I thought it would, but I'm not giving up on it yet. But I also don't like the color the wraps ended up being. So we're gonna hit that with a dry brush, a darker brown over what we got. Looks a little better. I think we can fix that real quick. I'm just gonna hit this contrast. I think that looks much better now. Maybe, I don't know. Something not quite as bad as I thought I was looking for. Alright, so we are 4 minutes past the mark. Let's get to wrapping it up. Thank you everyone who tuned in and stuck with me. I appreciate it. I love you all. I hope you're having a wonderful Hope Day. Please do yourself just a little fun activity today and answer yourself these 3 questions. What does hope mean to me? What makes me hopeful? And how can I make myself hopeful? And with that as part of your insight looking forward into the future of 2021. And let's just have some faith in each other, put some hope in yourself and everything around you. Bet you we can all make some great things happen this year. That's for sure. I would like to thank once again Atlas for providing the sculpt, the knowledge to make it printable. Here is their current model available on their mailing list. Please head over to the website, sign up, check them out on Discord. All kinds of stuff happening there. They can help you with anything 3D print related, any troubles you're having. Go there and hit them with your problems. They'll get you sorted out. I personally will help get you sorted out. So we're gonna just pretend like we're cleaning up our paint, but what we're really doing is just shoving them over here, right out of sight of the camera. Because as far as you guys need to know, this desk is immaculate. It's so clean. There's so much area and space. There's nothing sitting on it. Oh. But anyways, thanks Patchwork for this epic collaboration. Thanks to everybody who is joining in. We'll get the description sorted out so you guys can check all that. I've got to get ready to go to my day job. I love you all. Guessers.
It's fine.
What are you doing?
Nothing, it's fine.
Chester's 3D Tabletop Gaming, thanks for popping in. Mustache is looking good. I'm working on it, man. It's not quite up to par with yours, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But Earhawks Minis, thank you for showing up. Jesters, thank you for being here. Jose Marquez, thank you for being here. Love you, brother. Steve V, means a ton to me that you're here. Get the Shooter was here. Pickle Jar was here. Charlie Edwards, probably still hanging around in the background. Appreciate it. Ninetales Hobbies, I absolutely love you. You know this. Everybody, have a wonderful day. We're gonna figure out what buttons we need to hit. Oh goodness, she took a picture of the desk. We'll get some. I guess we'll have some new photos up on the. If you're a Patreon elite member of the Patreon, you'll be in a private channel in Discord. They'll be there, as well as anyone subscribed to a tier that has the I can't even think now. Behind the scenes stuff. That's behind the scenes stuff. Basically, me and my goofy family. That's the only place I feel at least a little bit more comfortable placing it. Like, I can show you guys how goofy my life is, but I'm gonna keep it behind a little bit of a paywall. Sorry. Anyways, love you all. Let's find the buttons to get out of here. Everybody love everybody. Fight the Grey War. Fight the Grey War. Paint them minis. You guys know. Fight them. Fight them. Fight it. Fight it. Paint. This is just me rambling until I figure out how to actually stop the YouTube live stream. Okay, there's that button. Alright, found it. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful Hope Day. Everybody love everybody. Fight the Grey War. Paint them minis. And I'll always be here for you if you need anything. Having a bad day, you need to vent, you got a question, click that Linktree link in the description and it'll bring you right on to me some way, shape, or form. I'm out of here. Peace.